guys, it is 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I shouldn't be awake right now. I should be asleep. It's my only day off during the week, but we are getting up early so that we can go on a walk together. I am trying to beat the heat for these dogs, but it is already 77 degrees out, so we gotta get a move on. Alright guys, are we ready to go? Are you ready? Yes. You excited? We're here. Mika, come on. Get out of there. So I am a really firm believer in letting your dog stop to sniff. She wants to stop and sniff probably every couple feet and also pee. But that's okay because she is getting brain stimulation at the same time. Even if she's not getting the utmost physical exertion from this walk, she's definitely going to get a lot of brain juice flowing, which is ending a lot of her boredom. Which sometimes even physical exercise can't cure. Another thing I feel like is important to mention for any walk with your dog, no matter where you are, is these. Bagasoo, bagasoo, bagasoo. I can already feel the humidity level rising. Pretty soon here it's going to be 80 degrees if it's not already, and we will go home shortly after that. Horn blows. How about driver? So the number one thing about dog training that I learned, at least with these two, is that you should never ask them for a command that you don't think they're going to listen to. So they're smelling around right now, and initially the most important thing to them when they stop to smell is going to be that smell. So I give them a minute with it, and then I ask them to follow me after a couple seconds when it's no longer as interesting. It's still interesting, but it's not as interesting as listening to mom. And that's kind of the point, is I want it to be very interesting to them, but there's no way in hell I'm competing with a smell of a raccoon or the smell of a squirrel. There's just unrealistic expectations if you think that you can make your dog leave a very interesting smell immediately, in my opinion. At least it is for my dogs. How about that? So we've made it full circle around the park. It's not a large park, so really nothing to write home about the length of time. Guys, come on, this way. And we're going to make a couple more trips out of it. So it is probably already 80 degrees out. And you can see Mika is panting, but her tongue is not very far past her teeth on the bottom. It's not lolling out of her head. So she can take some more. So here's a good example. Nice smell. Been on it for a couple seconds. I'm going to ask her to follow me. Come on, Mika. And she did. She left the smell. That's a good girl. Alright guys, we are going to wrap this up. I have sweat rolling down my back. We've probably been here for about 20 minutes maybe. 30 minutes at the most. And I've got sweat rolling down my back. I know these guys are hot. We're about to take a cool drink out of this lovely pond here and then get going home. So we are gonna leave the park and head to Petsmart. I feel really guilty that the dog's only got about 30 minutes worth of a walk-in. I guess I'm gonna have to start waking up at like 6 o'clock here to try to beat this heat because it's ridiculous. But other than that, you know, they still should have about another 30 more minutes of some kind of stimulus. So we're gonna go to PetSmart. We're gonna walk around in their nice air conditioning and look at some treats, some toys. I'm particularly interested in revisiting the food aisles. There is a study that's been released, and you might have seen it circulating in the news media recently, about DCM. So DCM stands for dilated cardiomyopathy, and that is a heart condition found in dogs. In particular, at least during the study, we're talking about dogs. So they have a suspected link, not one that has been confirmed. There's no controlled studies that we've been able to accomplish with to get a definitive answer on this, but there is a suspicion of grain-free related to cardiomyopathy, dilated cardiomyopathy. There's really no reason why these diets need to be grain-free. I think it's some very, very small percentage of dogs have a grain allergy. Most of them actually have a protein allergy. So it was just this fad that kind of took off with dog food, and it's gotten to the point where there are more grain-free diets than there are whole grain diets. So we're going to go into PetSmart and look around for some whole grain diets and just give you an idea of how vast that kind of valley between those two options has become. Come on, guys. Hey, good morning. Mika. If only either of you cared about water toys, be good deals. Come on, guys. Okay, you got me tied up, kid. Come on, come on, come on. Good girl. Grain-free.
Everyone not looking at the dogs.
Grain-free again. What is this? Simply Nourish. Yes, there you go. Okay. So this is Simply Nourish. This is a grain diet, so it's really important to know you exist. Not terribly crazy. I mean, if you're paying for a fad diet to begin with, this is the price range that you're already used to for that size. So that is really good to know, guys. Single aisle. Single file in the aisle. Blue Wilderness. That's the difference right there. You're grain free. And then some exotic meat sources like bison and things like that. And then the Freedom, which I don't know what the difference is. Blue Freedom, also grain free. Regular Blue Buffalo. This is what I'm talking about. Has wholesome whole grains. Delilah, come on. Get out from there. Why are you under there? Okay. Are there loose kibbles down there? Delilah, come on. Delilah. Come on. American Journey. Grain free. regular Nutro. Does have whole grains. Oh my god, I love the smell of these treats. My favorite is definitely the blueberry and apple ones. They smell so good. Mika, come on. Good girl. Hey guys, we're home now. I think we've had a really successful day. The dogs are definitely tired. They're both resting right now after enjoying their treats from Petsmart. I think a little later we're gonna pull that little kiddie pool I got out, fill it with some water, and let them have a little splash fun. But otherwise, we're gonna have a pretty chill day here, enjoying the rest of my day off. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and click subscribe and await new videos.